UNC opens the season. It's first game that counts at home in the Dean E. Smith Center, Carter, Monday against Central Arkansas. Central Arkansas is coming off of a 9-24 campaign. And just to be frank, they haven't won more than 11 games in any of the past 5 seasons. This is a program that's struggling. They have some good players, I will add. We're kind of trying to polish a turd here to highlight that, but they have some intriguing players, let's say. Carolina should roll. I really want them to cover. That would be a nice change of pace. Usually Carolina starts off slow in these bye games, but I'll turn to you first, Carter. What are you looking to see out of our Tar Heels in this game?
Yeah, I just think you're in a spot with North Carolina where, you get an opportunity for a very easy bye game in the first game. You want to just get through the game healthy, handle business, have all the guys on the other end just come out of the end of this feeling good about themselves. That's really all it is because, I don't think you learn anything from playing Central Arkansas. I don't think you can really work on anything in that case. It's just one where you want to maybe see some guys in some spots do some things that you haven't seen at this point. Like I want to see Vasar rebound in this
Mm-hmm.
basketball game. I want to see maybe a couple more assists out of Kyan Evans. I want to see Caleb Wilson knocked down. I need two. I need two 3-pointers to be knocked
Give
down
me
in this
two.
game. So I think you just want to get in a spot where you feel good about yourself, take care of business. The Friday look game you got to look forward to Kansas coming into the crib. So don't want to do the look ahead thing, even though you could look ahead and still win this game. But it's one where you want to take care of business. You want to cover and feel good about yourself because you said the term like polish a turd. How many Division 1 teams are there total?
362
Okay, Central Arkansas is 346,
on
according to KenPom.
KenPom.
Yeah.
They were 344th in the net last year, 344th the year before, 329th before. Yeah, there's a lot of 300s. A lot of 300s when you look at it. Word to Gerard Butler. A lot of 300s when you look at their resume. John Schulman, very successful Division II coach at Alabama Huntsville. I believe he coached Cheney Johnson, Auburn legend.
Mm.
But Johnny, you're not in D2 anymore. It's time to come to Chapel Hill. Yeah, I think you hit on just a lot of things to look for. Where, look, Carolina, a 30-point win would be nice. That's if you want to start juicing the metrics, make sure you're in good shape when those net rankings drop. You got to win this one big. That is the biggest concern. Like you can't bench your starters too early. You can't throw Elijah Davis in there to launch threes. Side note, in that exhibition against Winston-Salem State, Elijah launched every time he touched the rock. It's like, we get it, man. Your coach's son. Your dad's a 40% shooter in the NBA. You ain't got that. Get
That's
some other guys involved. But yeah, you don't want to. So I would like to see Carolina try to juice the metrics here a little bit if they're going to play teams that are like sub 300 or whatever. But I think you hit the nail on the head from even a stylistic standpoint. You want to see guys making strides in their perceived witnesses, their perceived weaknesses. Vasar, thought was fine on the glass against BYU. One rebound against Winston-Salem State. I've seen him fumble a lot of defensive rebounds for someone who has good hands. Gotta see that change. Kyan Evans is a big one, Cart. You mentioned the assists. I'd love to see that total be 4 to 5, maybe 6 assists. If we're feeling a little spicy, could go for a couple made threes from him as well. Honestly, I would like to see Carolina, jump out to an early lead. Whether that's maybe they ratchet up the pressure. In the game against Winston-Salem State, there was large stretches of that game where they had Kyan Evans or Derek Dixon pressuring the opposing ball handler the length of the court. I love that. I want to see that when you have those two guys who can guard the point of attack plus Seth Trimble, you have that wrinkle in there as well. If you want to put him at the point of attack, there's no reason not to apply more pressure, especially when you got Vasar and Wilson protecting the rim on the back end. If you can get easy transition buckets to jump out to an early lead, maybe that gives a little more freedom to those backcourt members, whether it's Kyan or whether it's Derek Dixon, who I just want to see a little mojo from both of them when it comes to shooting the ball. Dixon made his first three against Winston-Salem State. I think he missed his next four and had a bad miss on a layup like in garbage time. Like, just seeing these new point guards, the new look guys who are going to be tasked with initiating offense a lot for this team. You want to see something you can point to and say, hey, we made some progress here. There's something you can build on from this first game.
Yeah, 100%. It's about handling business, having a little bit of fun, building on what you're able to do, and seeing some of those small things. Now, I will say this, like when we do these previews with these like cupcake level games, buy games, or is it probably a better term for it? You try to, look at the other team and think like what is their angle, right? Like, and to be quite frank, is no angle for Central Arkansas. They're gonna lose this basketball game. I'm sorry. Like if they win, Hubert Davis will be fired at midcourt. Straight up. That's what it is. But there's not a chance that they lose, to be honest with you. I don't want to get bad juju on this one, but like it would be like Miracle on Ice level, Soviets and USA level. I think that's the term. I don't know. But I will say this, Central Arkansas does have a guard, Cameron Hunter.
Hmm.
He was all ASUN. He's voted all ASUN preseason team this year. In his freshman year as a true freshman, he led the team in scoring 14 points a game. Freshman of the year, first team all conference. 2023, he led the team again, 17 points a game. Once again, all ASUN team. He missed the next season with injury, transferred to Wisconsin, did not work out at Wisconsin, just never played there. He is now back at Central Arkansas for his senior year. A guy that can really score the basketball, can light it up as I stated there, and is now back at Central Arkansas for his senior year. Is that something to worry about? I guess if you're UNC.
I mean, based on the fact that even when Cameron Hunter was there, they didn't do a lot of winning. And I mean, you see him only appearing in 11 games last year for Wisconsin. He's back there for a reason. I mean, maybe he might have a moment. They have a D2 transfer named Riley Marshall. I'm always partial to Riley's. This is my nightmare that a white dude named Riley, who I'm gonna be like, yeah, cook Riley. That my team is the one he's cooking. He's a D2 transfer who shot 39% from three last year. Who per their coach, this is a blue ribbon yearbook excerpt, said Riley can make that ball go through the basket. I would love to be described that way. I would love for someone to say that about me. Not necessarily true though, but yeah, maybe they can shoot a little bit, but just look it up and down at this roster. I don't think they have the size. I don't think they have the guard play to even really make this a contest.
Yeah, I probably don't think so either, but is a player definitely to watch after. I would say, and as I say that, with him being like preseason all first team, all ASUN, this is also a team that was voted by the coaches as the eighth best team in the ASUN, and by the preseason media poll, they were the 11th team in the conference out of 12. For those wondering at home, so I think this should be a pretty easy victory for UNC in this one. And I think we laid it out pretty well here. Should we get to the predictions?
Yes. Most important prediction though, Carter.
Talk
Does
to me.
Luka Bogovats play in this game?
Listen, I already said it on the other video. Let's be grown-ups about this situation, okay? That boy nice. Boy nice transcripts. Come on. Like what we doing here, man? Just set my boy
That
to class. It'll be all right.
that boy nice English 105.
Yeah,
That
like
boy
what
nice
are we
English
doing
105.
here? Like, do I really I do. Education is important. But come on, man. We got Kansas on Friday, and you're worried about if my dog read 1985 George Orwell?
1984, but yes, point still stands.
God, I see.
1985 was the Bowling for Soup song. Springsteen, Madonna. You know the words.
Come on, baby mama.
No, that's Beach Boys. You
Oh,
don't remember Springsteen? Na, na, na. Way before Nirvana, there
oh
was
yeah, it was
U2
U2
and
and
Blondie.
Blondie, and music still
Music
on
still on
MTV.
MTV. Her two kids in high school. They tell her that she's uncool because she's still preoccupied with 19,
19,
19,
19.
19.
Ooh,
Ooh.
banger. Bangers.
I I'm going to predict that UNC admissions and academics comes in the clutch. That by the time I'm not gonna go by the time you hear this. By the time Saturday night rolls around, when you're chowing down on some Milky Way midnights and some Reese's pumpkins and some mini M&Ms, you get that news, that notification, whether it's from John Rothstein, whether it's from Inside Carolina. I don't care who it comes from that says Luka Bogovats has been cleared by the university. He plays in this game. He has a loud moment. Maybe I'm going to say he makes three triples in his Tar Heel debut. Carolina wins this game 97-60.
97 to 60. That's a little 37-point win, and I think a cover. I don't know if I saw what Ken Palm had this game at or
Let's
not.
see what Kenny P has it right
My
now.
dog, what my dog KP got to say?
Oh, KP says 93-64.
93-64. I'm gonna go 101 to 61.
Hmm.
101 to 61. Bogovac is eligible. Everyone knows up until game time, and the student section holds up transcripts, rips them in half, and then they introduce Luca to the game. But it'll be a fun one. Hopefully, Bogovac is eligible. We will have the recap of that game here on the channel, as well as all previews and recaps for all the big games around college basketball here on Supers Media YouTube channel. The season is here. We are here, and it's going to be a fun one. Make sure you tune in.